I think porn is a disgrace, and I used to watch a lot of porn, to be honest. I started watching porn when I was like 11. I thought that's how you learned how to have sex. I was watching abusive porn, to be honest, when I was like 14. And I, thought I was one of the guys and would talk about it and think it was really cool for not having a problem with it and not seeing why it was bad. And I think it really destroyed my brain. And I feel incredibly devastated that I was exposed to so much porn. I think that I had like sleep paralysis and these like almost like night terror / just nightmares because of it. I think that's how they started, because I would just watch abusive BDSM. I couldn't watch anything else, like unless it was violent. I like didn't think it was attractive, and I was a virgin. I had never done anything.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So what in the world happened to Billie Eilish? So like clearly anyone who has their head on straight can see there was a switch up, right? So like, parents have to be really careful what their children are consuming, because like she started out by saying like years ago that she came out and condemned pornography. That's what actually solidified me being a fan, because I'm very choosy, very, very particular about where I put my energy and who I follow and who I'm interested in terms of these celebrities or musical talents or whatnot. And she was always very talented, great singer. And like the fact that she came out and said that porn was a disgrace really, really sealed the deal for me, because most of these celebrities, like, they're not gonna say that because they're so freaking money hungry, and like they're scared to lose sponsorship, they're scared this and that. And like when she said this was years ago. I don't know if she would say that now. Like probably in the next few years she's gonna come out and say that sex work is great and all that kind of garbage. But like when she was younger, she was saying how like she was exposed to pornography at a young age and it damaged her, and that's why she didn't want to show off her body because men were sexualizing her and this and that. So like what happened? Now all of a sudden trying to wind up and it's just a complete switch up, man. And like I can speak for, like, as a man, I could say like I don't watch pornography, and all the men on here, I encourage you to stop. If you're watching that, stop, because like it's not good for you, and even though they were always saying, oh, it's great for you, you should be squirting like 3 to 5 times a week, blah 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 blah. And now all of a sudden they're coming out with new studies. It's always new studies that are saying that it's actually harmful for you and it lowers your testosterone. Well, surprise, surprise, surprise. You're emptying your balls. What do you think's gonna happen? Your testosterone's completely tied to your sperm. So what do you think's gonna happen? You don't need to be a freaking medical practitioner to figure that one out. Anyway, so I just saw a switch up. And like the thing is, when she was younger and she came out and said that, like, they say that children have the voice of God. Like what children say is the voice of God. And like I truly believe that, because she was just speaking truth. And she told it like it was, and said like, this stuff's a disgrace, it's harmful, like it shouldn't be promoted, it shouldn't even be an option for people to consume that. It's bad for people's brains, men and women, the producer and the consumer. But all of a sudden, oh, this is my femininity, this and that. And look, like, I'm not an idiot. So I know women go through some things, young women, when they're, their bodies are changing and they don't like their image, they don't like how they look, and then they get more comfortable and things change. So I'm not gonna come on here and say that every case is the case of someone came in and infiltrated and gave them incentive to to act whorish. Like I'm not gonna come here and throw the whole conspiracy theory angle. Like I don't take that angle for everything. Like there's certain things that are shady and certain things that are organic for sure. But just the fact that it happens so often with so many female celebrities. Like you look at Miley Cyrus, and this is why I say parents need to be very careful what they let their children consume, because like you look at Miley Cyrus and she started completely innocent, and she was like a southern style girl and everything was chill and everyone was down with her vibe. Like the parents, I mean, like parents didn't think twice about letting their young daughter be into Miley Cyrus because she was different. She was not like the rest. She wasn't like out there doing all that stuff. The type of stuff I'm talking about. Anyway, so now I'm not gonna come on here and say that she was co-opted and she's being incentivized to act this way. I think it's a strong possibility that it's organic and this is her growth, this is her feminine path. But I just find it so interesting because like she made this post, I made a comment on the post, and like a lot of y'all think like, okay, you're gonna make a comment on a celebrity's post that has like 200 million followers, blah blah blah, or whatever. It's like, yo, these people, they see comments, like I could tell you, like on my account, like I'm in a lot of comment sections, and my account is so active that my accounts are seen by a lot of big people. And either way, so I made this comment and she actually responded to this comment this morning, and I just wanted to say like, yo, I'm not saying she's gonna see this video or hear this audio or whatever, but you really never know. You really never know, because people often forget, like, these people are celebrities, yeah, but these are real people. So usually when I comment, I'm not trying to insult anybody. I'm not trying to, put anybody down. I'm just being real. And like, so she responded to this comment and she's like, yeah, like, this is how I am, and this is femininity and blah blah blah, and like I get it to an extent, but it's just nobody could argue with me that it's not the same vibe that Billie Eilish had, and so now she's showing off her belly button ring and doing a little wind up, and she's got like a freaking gay flag belt band, and it's like, it's a bit much. Like, stick to the music, bro. I have Billie Eilish vinyls, like I was actually calling myself a fan, and it's like, yeah, I'm not trying to control the girl, she's her own person for sure, but it's like when you have such a following like that, like, and especially when you started out your career as being not like these other female celebrities that are just basically selling their body image. Like, it's not based on talent. Like, they're just trying to look good and sell that, like this was never what Billie Eilish brand was about. And like, I stand by my comments, and I have no reason to anyway, you guys could come to your own conclusions, but I just think, like, when you have such a following and you have young girls, and Billie Eilish fans, she has a lot of like young girls that are fans, like, and like they're gonna see that. And I could tell you, when I was younger, like I'm an accomplished drummer, okay, so like people that know me close, like they know all about what I'm about. And like when I was growing up, I was watching like like the punk rock bands, the metal, and like I could tell you I was influenced to be like the people I saw on the TV. I wanted to be like them. They were older than me, they were doing their thing, they were playing big shows, and that's what I wanted to be like. Like, believe it or not, like I had black nail polish, I had the 3/4 shorts, like that was my vibe, because I was a drummer, and that's how the drummers I saw on the TV conducted themselves, right? So it's like, it's not just I understand, like, she's got to be herself, she's got to this, she's got to that, but to an extent you have a responsibility too, to like, to your fans, to your young fans, you know, to not just influence them, because okay, a lot of young women will see that and it'll be totally fine, and they'll go through life and they'll be totally fine. But then you'll get some that, like, just from that imagery of someone that they hold in high regard, like, they're gonna go down a bad path. And to me, she looks like she's on drugs in that video, man. Like you see in her eyes, the way she looks empty, she looks broken. This is not the same person. That, I'm not talking about cloning or any of that stupidity. I'm just saying, like, yo, something changed, and like, I'm not with it. And again, like, I'm not saying she's gonna see this or hear this. Like, I don't care, you know. But I know how this realm works, how energy works, and my intentions whenever I'm communicating, like, you guys would be surprised who hears my voice. And in the event that she does hear this, or it gets clipped, or this or that, it's like, I'm not trying to like say you should act a certain way, or you shouldn't act a certain way, or you should cover up, but like, it's just, you gotta be conscious of that, you know, conscious of your young fans that you're influencing, that may take certain posts a certain way and act a type of way, you know. So that's that. Still a fan, I think.